Hey everyone, it's Dustin Nulf with Keller Williams Realty's the Dustin Nulf team and the Full House LLC Pittsburgh Property Management. How you doing today? So today we're going to look at Craigslist lead generation for real estate. Before you just skip this video and move on, I want to tell you a little secret. Our best months, we can generate up to 200 leads a month from Craigslist. Okay. Recent demographics, Craigslist demographics, the average user of Craigslist makes over $100,000 a year. I don't know if you realize that. So a lot of people have this bad opinion of Craigslist where they think that only scammers and rip-off artists use Craigslist. Well, that's not the case. There's a lot of people using Craigslist, and people use Craigslist to buy homes. So let's look at Craigslist today. And what I'm going to suggest here is you're going to want to test the market, because Craigslist does not work in all markets. I'll give you an example. We had an expansion partner in Sarasota at one point, and we were doing a ton of Craigslist ads for him. He had 6 or 7 listings at the time, and we were just getting nothing from it. Whereas in Pittsburgh, if we had 6 or 7 listings up on Craigslist, we'd be getting 1 or 2 leads a day minimum. So it depends on the market. I know, I think like I guess it would be like the more tech savvy areas, like Pittsburgh's become more of a tech centered city. And I know like Seattle and the West Coast do a lot on Craigslist as well. So if you're not using Craigslist, you might want to test it out. So before we get started, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification button below. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm posting 3 or 4 videos a week, so you get notified of those as soon as they hit YouTube, and you can check them out. I think we're going to end up doing this Craigslist video in 2 parts. So I'm going to show you today how to generate Craigslist leads without even having a listing of your own. Okay? So you can generate leads without having a listing. If you want to get started working on the buy side, this is a way that you can do that. I do real estate coaching. There's a link below for that as well. We do group coaching for just general real estate agents, no matter what level you're at. Group coaching is only $10 a month. You get free downloads of stuff like my expired mailer. You can sign up and download that right now. I have a for sale by owner contract out there. I'm going to be putting checklists and things like that we use within our team in order to stay better organized and make sure we're doing the right stuff every time. So that sort of stuff, you're going to be able to upload or download that just by subscribing for $10 a month. Plus, you're going to get a lot of good information that I'm not posting on YouTube for everyone else. Let's get rolling. So I've been in real estate since 2008, and it was about 2010 when I realized that I could generate a ton of leads from Craigslist. So I quickly kind of figured it out, and I started using different techniques in order to generate more traffic. Craigslist caught on, so we used to be able to put links in the ad, and we were driving traffic to our website, and we were capturing leads through our website. And Craigslist, the people that ran Craigslist got ticked off because we were driving people away from their site, even though it's a free hippy dippy, they're supposed to be helping the world by having Craigslist for free for everyone. They didn't like the fact that real estate agents were actually making money off of it. So whatever. Anyway, so they cracked down on having links in there. They cracked down on having links in the ads, but you can still generate a lot of traffic with it and a lot of leads from it. I'm going to show you how to do that today. And you do not need a listing to make this work. Okay, so you don't need a listing to make this work. We're going to show you how to create what I call ghost ads. So it's an ad for a type of property that is not necessarily a listing that's on the market, but it's good enough to get somebody to click on the ad, and then they're going to be able to click and copy and paste a link that you're going to put in there that's going to allow them to see any type of property that's in that kind of ballpark. The part 2 of this is going to be, if you have a listing, how you should be advertising it on Craigslist. So we'll have 2 sections here. I should have a card, an info card will pop up here, and it'll have a link to the other Craigslist video as well. So if you want to open that in a new tab and watch it when this one's over, that would be fantastic. Or just go to my playlist, my real estate sales playlist, and find it. Doesn't work in all markets, so you're going to want to test this out and see if it works. And when I say test it out, don't just post one ad and say, oh, well, this isn't working. Post like 20 ads. If you get nothing from 20 ads, then it's not working. And you need to renew your ads every other day, okay? Okay, so step number 1. You need an ID X, or you need to have access to an ID X. Now, a lot of agents are watching this probably just like got all ticked off because they didn't know they needed an ID X, and now they think they have to spend more money. You shouldn't have to spend money to have an ID X, okay? No matter what broker you work for, you should have a subdomain on their ID X site, and you should be able to drive traffic to it and keep the leads that register on your subdomain, okay? If your broker does not have that for you, then you need to find a new broker, because they're like 20 years behind the times then. So find a broker that has their SHIT together. But anyway, you're going to want an IDX, and you need a subdomain on the IDX. You don't need to necessarily have your own IDX, so you don't need your own domain. You don't need to be paying for IDX or anything like that. You need your own subdomain. And when I say subdomain, like, I'll use our local Coldwell banker has, I think it's pittsburghmoves.com is their main domain, but every agent has, like, you can go to like joeschmo.pittsburghmoves.com, and that will be his landing page, his subdomain for that IDX. So as a Coldwell banker agent in Pittsburgh, you can go in and you can drive traffic to that subdomain, and you should get the leads that register there. I don't know if that's how they actually do it in-house. You're going to want to ask your broker, but you should be able to get the leads that register in there. So that's your broker's paying for it. You shouldn't be paying anything extra for that, so it's no extra overhead for you. If you want to do your own IDX, you can do that. I would recommend, I'm going to have a link below for Real Geeks. Real Geeks is a great, super affordable IDX. It's a great way to get started. I think it's around $250 or $300 a month for everything. So you get a CRM, a database, you can do drip campaigns, all sorts of stuff on there, text messaging. If you got a system like Ring Central, you can just click the call button and it calls out to that lead. So the first thing you need, IDX. Okay, the second thing you need, come up with a list of what neighborhoods you want buyers for, right? So when I first got into real estate, our average sale price was like $70,000 or $80,000. Now, I wanted to up my game and get better leads, so I started posting these Craigslist ads for neighborhoods that had better properties in them, okay? So what you want to do is come up with a list of neighborhoods that you want buyers from, okay? So get your neighborhood list. And I'm telling you, do 20 neighborhoods. Pick 20 neighborhoods, and if you have 20 neighborhoods, you can have 60 ads running at all times, and you can pick different price brackets in those neighborhoods. Like in Pittsburgh, Shadyside's a really high demand neighborhood. You can find properties from 400 to over $1 million. Okay, step number 3, you need a Craigslist login. Okay, so you need to create a Craigslist account. Get your Craigslist account, and I would highly recommend not using like your main email for this. So if you have like a business email, you're going to want to create another email for this. We have several different emails, and the reason why is because if you tick somebody off and they don't like the fact that you're doing this, and they go through and they start flagging all of your ads, then it's possible for Craigslist just to kind of block out your account. So anything you post, nobody's going to see it. So the reason why you're going to want to start a different email is because you're going to want to use your real email for your real listings. So we have a team email address that we use for our real listings, and I use my personal email address for my ghost ads because I don't care if my personal email gets blocked. I'll just start a new email address and do it, with a different email address. So make sure you have a Craigslist account. Make sure you have an email address that you don't care if they get blocked. And then we're going to go into the IDX and do a little bit of data searching, or we're gonna do some research, okay? And here's how I do it. This is our IDX. So this is the front end of our IDX. This is what it looks like. I need to get a better picture in there. It's a little darker so you can read this. But anyway, this is what it looks like. This is Real Geeks. Again, if you like Real Geeks and you want to sign up for it, there's a link below. You save $150 if you use my link. So use my link if you want to get Real Geeks. So what we want to do is we just want to go in here and search. So like I'm going to say, I think I have stuff in Bloomfield. Let's do Squirrel Hill. Squirrel Hill's a great little neighborhood in Pittsburgh. And I want price range 400,000 plus, and I want multi-units, okay? Because I like working with higher-end investors. I know investment properties really well. It's more my mindset. Like, I get really frustrated with buyers when they walk into a house and they're like, "Oh, this is painted yellow. I could never buy this." It costs a couple $100s to repaint the house. So we're going to just look for multi-units that are $400,000 or higher in Squirrel Hill. And I'm going to hit a search here, and then we get results. So there's only 3, so there's not a lot. So I might want to tweak my search a little bit. So the whole idea is you want to find a price range that's got a good bit of listings in it. So you can say, here's a great duplex listed at, and we're going to put like in the ballpark 563, because there's no listing listed at 563. So you're not advertising somebody else's listing, you're just making up a listing that is in the ballpark of the listings that's already on the market. That way somebody's going to click on the ad and they're looking for that listing, and when they come here they're not going to be ticked off because they're going to find listings in that same price range, but they're not going to find the exact one that you were talking about because it's not real. So this price range, there's not a whole lot here. Let's go back. So I want to go back and I want to test. This is what we're doing, is we're testing the market to see where we're going to get like a bigger number of listings. There's not a whole lot. So I might do one for like 563. Let's do that. We'll do one for 563, like something crazy. So we did the search here, and when you did the search, if you look up here, that's the address. So if I wanted to like send this to my brother and say, hey, these are the properties that I was checking out, I'm gonna copy that address and send that link to my brother, and then he's gonna see this exact same search results. So that's what we want to do, is we want to copy that. So I'm gonna hit Control C and we're gonna copy that, and then we're gonna go into Craigslist here, and we're going to hit new post, Pittsburgh, PA. We're going to go in here, and it's going to be housing offered by broker. And this, so now here's the disclaimer. So Craigslist is going to tell you that you're not allowed to do this. All right. I don't care what Craigslist rules are because it's not the law. There's no Craigslist FBI. There's no Craigslist CIA. The Craigslist police are not going to arrest you and throw you in jail. The worst thing that's going to happen is they'll just block your account so you can post an ad and nobody's going to see it. You're going to know that because you're going to want to search your ads and see if they're showing up. If they're not showing up anymore, then just start a new account and do it again. And yeah, that might be annoying for you high C's out there that like to live by the rules, but I don't necessarily believe in Craigslist law. So I'm going to hit yes. I'm going to follow those rules, and our posting is going to be multi-unit rental for sale in Squirrel Hill. neighborhood. Not very bland, right? Squirrel Hill. What's the zip code? I think it's 15207 or 17. Let's look that up real quick so I don't screw that zip code up. Posting body. Okay, so here's the deal. So we don't really have a listing. So we're going to say, and the thing is that we're not going to really make it look like there's a listing. We're going to kind of be honest here and say, here's a bunch of listings, right? So the best available multi-family listings in Squirrel Hill. And then I like to do, I make the link bold, so you do that by using the strong code. So strong and strong. And then I also like to put this tag down here, not what you're looking for. Simply reply to this ad with your search criteria, and we'll let you know if we have anything off the market. We're going to make that full capital because we want them to pay attention to that may interest you. So if you're looking to buy a house in Squirrel Hill and there is the possibility of buying one that's off the market that nobody else knows is for sale, isn't that great? And because we sell 100 homes a year, we occasionally run into properties before somebody's looking to sell them, and if we have a buyer for them, we're going to try to line it up with that buyer before we list the property. So this is not any sort of BS. If you're doing your job, you're out in the market and you're going to find off-market stuff. Price, we're going to put, I said 563? Let's go look at our list again. Yeah, we want to be kind of in this ballpark here, so we're going to say 563, 479. And what I want to do is I want to price it out, so like if this person here does a price reduction, they're probably not going to come in and price their property at 563, 479. So I don't want my price to ever exactly match anybody else's listing, because I don't want to get in trouble for marketing somebody's listing without their permission. Square footage, I'm not going to put that in there. I mean, we could ballpark square footage if you know the area well enough. Like I could say 3,000 square feet, and that's going to be the size of a property. It could be even 4,000 square foot higher. It's an apartment. How many bedrooms is it? So we're saying it's a duplex. We're going to say it's at least 4 bedrooms, and we're going to say, do we want people to be able to call, text, and email us? Yeah, sure. So I'm going to put by phone, and I like to put my main line in here. So this is like my direct phone number, so if somebody calls, they're going straight to my team. Name in there. Now it wants the location of the property, okay? So if you look here, like we don't want to necessarily put it on one of these streets. We want to put it somewhere near one of these streets. So let's look up 5856 Darlington Road. Let's look that up. So see, Forbes is real close, Beacon's real close, Murray's real close. Let's say we're going to say it's on Bartlett, because Bartlett is close by and there's nothing else. There's nothing else listed on Bartlett right now, and it's going to have the same number more than likely. Let's, yeah, see right there, 5852 Bartlett. So let's just say Bartlett. And closest cross street, let's say Murray. So then it's going to pop it in there. You're just going to double check it. That looks good. We're going to hit continue. We don't have any images, okay? You could use stock photos if you wanted to, but I don't even use images. I just go without an image and hit next. There's our ad. Short, sweet, simple. Look good. We're going to publish it. We used to do this back in the day a lot, and we stopped when Craigslist stopped allowing the links. So we started doing it more. I just started doing it like maybe a month ago, and the first set of ads that I did, I got like 5 buyers in like 2 days. And out of those 5 buyers, I've met with 3 of them already, and they're serious buyers looking to buy some properties. One of them is looking at up to $800,000 multi-units in Squirrel Hill and Shadyside, which, you know, came in from, actually that came in from a real listing ad, which we'll show you the real listing ads in part 2 of this. So if you want to see more what you do with a real listing, look for part 2. There should have been a link above, and you can also go to my playlist and look at the real estate sales playlist and go to part 2, and we'll see what we do with real listings. So thanks for watching, appreciate it. If you liked what you saw, give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification button. And if you want to sign up for super affordable coaching, links below. I also got links for some of the books that I love, great books that have kind of helped my mindset develop over time, and other links that you may find useful below, as well as the Real Geeks CRM and ID X link. Thanks for watching. See you again.